Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the history of bad ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the history of bad ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke. Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 423, the Floppy Awards 2021.
Yay!
Floppies!
We made it through another year.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm the intern.
And I'm going to win a floppy this year.
No, you're not, Scab. It's good to dream. It's good to want things, as Jeff would say. We also have lots of other picks this year. Doug has votes. Brad from Cinema Guys. Blake sent in his votes. Everything I Learned from Movies sent in votes. Kevin at Cincy Explorer sent in votes. Nerdly Out Loud. Kevin Halden. Good day, mate. We're on nerdly.co.uk. Check them out.
Hello, Becca.
Chicky Cunt. And Jim now. And RJ Holt 666. He's not evil.
He's just handled that way.
He actually has votes too. So some big times here. This is our year-end award. Brian, you were here last year, right?
I was.
Was that your first floppies?
I believe it was.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you think surprised you the most about the Floppy Awards? Is it the prestige?
No, not so much. It's that most people only get nominated their first time out.
Yeah.
But I got nominated and I also won.
Yeah.
So I feel like I got a good chance this year.
Can you tell Scab, Jeff, what it feels like to win?
It's indescribable. It's just a feeling of elation.
My wife's told me the same thing.
She's won too, right?
At least.
Yeah. How many have you won?
I've been I almost won once had I voted for myself.
But you didn't.
But I was selfless, and
you're the Susan Lucci of the Floppy Awards. You've been nominated, I've count on it, 32 times, and you lost 32 times. To be fair, I don't know if that number is correct. But you've been nominated a lot. Last year I voted for Canadian of the Year, which is the big year-end award. They pride themselves on that one.
The most prestigious of all floppies.
They go out into the world and do good things with the Hobie name. I voted against my niece, Scab Randall, last year. Doug's up for a Canadian of the Year. I may have to vote against him again this year. Family.
He did read my book, so he's probably got my votes for anything that I'm
Did you not learn your lesson?
That for anything that I'm not nominated for.
Okay. So
like Postman of the Year.
Oh, I like that one.
Kevin Costner has to be.
Unlike Golden Globes, we actually encourage bribes. Jen, your wife.
Well, the Golden Globes encourages them. They just don't publicize.
Correct. We publicize it. Jeannie from Hobie one year brought a cheesecake down, which was amazing.
It was delicious.
It was.
That was like 4 years ago, and you talk about that every year.
It was 2 years ago.
2019.
Okay, so
it was 2 years ago.
This
She
is
won.
This is my third
third.
because I was here for that as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
She won that year. It's on our outline of previous winners. She won the year she brought the
cheesecake.
It seems like it was much.
It was in this room. It was the only other one done in this room.
To be fair, the last 2 years 3 years have taken 17.
It does feel like
that's
that.
true.
So let's get right to it here. We have a lot of guest segments this year, but we're going to pick a couple of them. You guys have picked some when you follow us on Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter. And when you talk to us at the Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 23rd through 25th, 2022. Hopefully by that time, COVID's gone. We won't have masks. I'm trying. The Transformer Omnicron won't be around, and hopefully we'll be good. So, just let you know, Mark Hamill will be there. Can't prove that. Anyways, first category, Best New Series on Television, aka streaming networks as well, 2021, picked by Hobie. Now, here's the rules. We can add shows as well to the nominees. These are not final, okay? So if you have a show that we did not think about, you can add it. The nominees are WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Squid Game, Mara of Easttown.
Mayor of Easttown?
Yes. And Hawkeye, which was a late addition. Anyone else have anything else you want to add real quick? Anything? Had to be new series.
I think those series are the ones that...
Sex Lives of College Girls.
Oh, good one. Good one.
I'm not going to vote for it.
Have you seen it?
I have seen it.
I love it.
Oh, it's good. But it's a half-hour comedy show.
Correct. That's okay. Doesn't matter. It's a series.
Yeah, but compared to these...
My wife and I watched that, and we got to the last episode, it ended, and she's like, that was it? I need closure. I was like, what's coming back for a second? I need closure. Like, what the hell? Okay, Jeff.
Oh, we're voting now?
Yes. First off, let me give you the votes here. Brad, Blake, and Doug have all voted for WandaVision. That gets 3 votes. If somebody else can make sure my math is correct and write this down as well. Everything I learned from movies. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Kevin at Cincy Explorer had Squid Game. Okay. Nerdly Out Loud had Squid Game, but Winx should be a nominee.
See, we don't get those English shows.
I don't know what Winx is.
I'm assuming it's an English show.
Yes.
It's got an X. It's got to be a porn, right?
I would think so. Jim had CSI Vegas.
I think Jim's trolling us. Vegas, not Miami.
Oh, whatever. And Randall Holt had Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
So, WandaVision has 3, Falcon Winter Soldier has 2, Squid Game has 2. There you go. Majority rules. Brian, what do you got for your pick?
I'm going to go Squid Game.
Okay. Scab.
I'm going to go Squid Game. The other ones were good, but you're not like, oh, I got to watch the next one right away. I got to watch the next... Squid Game was like that. You got to watch the next one right away.
I've seen the first episode of Squid Game, and it's been 2 weeks. So I don't feel like I need to watch the next one right away, and I'm voting for WandaVision.
Oh.
WandaVision. I actually went back and watched an episode last night.
WandaVision?
Yes.
So it comes down to me if I pick one of them, or I could just pick Sex Lives of College Girls because I really like it.
Or you can throw another vote to CSI Vegas.
Yeah! I have to go with it. I'm going Squid Game. I really loved Squid Game. I loved it. Squid Game is the first floppy of 2021.
Yay!
Best new series. Best new series. Jeff, do you have a Morris? Do we have a pick for Morris yet? For the favorite best Morris?
Man, you jumped into this ready. I'm not prepared.
We got bribes.
Well, that's why we got bribes. But you know what? Next category is Morris after this one, Jeff.
All right.
So get your Morrises ready.
I need to get all my Morrises in a row.
Well, 2 of them are easy. You just have to find 2 more.
Well, I need at least 5 nominees.
Sorry. After this, we got the worst new series on TV, 2021, picked by us. Nominees are...
This is my bribe for...
Jolly Rancher? Depends. What color is that?
Green.
Well, yes, I know green, but what flavor? Sorry.
Green apple. Come on.
Oh, okay, I'll take that.
I will say that's great, except you took it out of the bag of Doug's bribed candy.
But once I grab it, it's mine.
Yes. Don't you know how politics work?
So then I gave it as my bribe.
Nominees this year are Head of the Class for worst new series on TV. Alter Ego, which is god-awful. The singers are avatars. Tiger King 2. Ghosts, the sitcom. You know what? I'm going to remove Ghost. Is that okay? Can I remove that, or are we going to keep it?
I kind of enjoyed Ghosts.
It's gotten better, and it's not good.
Well,
I'm not
saying
voting
it's
for
good.
Ghost, so I don't mind
we'll keep
if you
it up there.
remove
No,
it.
we're going to keep it in there, right? And I know what you did last summer, the series on Amazon, and Fantasy Island. Oh, fuck that show. Anyone else has anything? Brian, speak up if anybody has any new nominees here.
Let's see.
No?
Yeah, I do have one.
Okay.
I haven't watched an episode of it, but I'm gonna vote for La Brea.
Oh, good one.
Oh, I did see an episode of that, and that's a good one for bad movie.
That is bad. I've seen an episode of that too. It's not good. It's not good.
It's so bad that I haven't, based on what I've seen from the commercials, I haven't wanted to watch any of it.
It's like a typical network drama or sci-fi drama that is not good. Like, hey, let's see if this happens. Okay. I'm going to go... Brad, Nerdly Out Loud, and Kevin had Tiger King 2. That's 3 votes right away. EIL...
I watched it. It wasn't that bad.
I thought it was
And there's only 5 episodes.
And it wasn't great.
So,
it wasn't as good as the first one, but it wasn't bad.
Well, if the first one you thought was a piece of crap, then what would you say this one? If it's not as good as a piece of crap,
Then this would be much worse than the piece of crap. But
Okay.
it's a documentary. It's a...
I thought it was pointless.
I would equate that to a fart in a jar.
It's a fartist.
The fartist.
EILFM had Fantasy Island, the reboot. Doug had Alter Ego. That was really bad. We saw 10 minutes of that.
I'm not even remembering what that one
That was the avatars. You were a singer, and they don't see what you look like. It's just avatars.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Is that still on?
Jim had Head of the Class. So let me give you his response on that here.
I do have to say... Oh, here's a response. Okay.
Head of the Class. Watched 1 episode. That was enough.
It's been canceled.
Yes. Thank God.
It has been canceled.
And...
Was that HBO?
Mm-hmm. Yes. It was so out of place for HBO, too. Like, It was a very bad network comedy, like, comedy loosely, like on HBO. Like, what the hell were you doing?
I do have to say there is one I want to add to the list.
Yeah, go ahead.
On this. I just remembered. Can't even remember. What was the name of that? The I Love Paris or...
Paris in Love.
Paris in Love.
Or whatever. That's a good one.
I do think I saw an episode.
On Peacock. I had to watch that. That was awesome. That was great. I know it won't win because not enough of you guys have seen it, but I had such hopes for this, and it is so boring and bad.
Which one?
I know what you did last summer, but I'm going to have to go with Head of the Class. It was that bad of an episode, like series, and I only saw 1 episode. So you know what? No, I'm scratching that off. Fantasy Island. I had to sit through more episodes of that because of 40 going on 14. I'm going Fantasy Island.
1. You sat through 1 episode of it.
No, Fantasy Island. I saw 4.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Oh, it was
So
bad.
you've seen more episodes of that than Jessica Jones?
Yeah, Jessica Jones. I've seen 5.
He claims he's seen 5.
What?
He claims he's seen 5.
Jeff, what's yours?
I gotta go with Paris in Love.
Okay,
I mean,
it's bad. Scab.
Of all the nominees, I've only seen Tiger King 2 and Ghost, so I'm going to go La Brea.
Good call. Good call.
Because that was awful.
Yes, it was. Brian?
La Brea.
Oh.
uh-oh.
Tiger King 2 has won with 3 votes.
Oh, did I miss a vote?
Brad, Nerdly Out Loud, and Kevin.
Oh, I missed Kevin, yeah. Oh, God, Tiger
I don't have an issue with that. Tiger King 2 was just pointless. And I don't have a problem with people saying it was worst thing of the year. Good for them, though. That's fine.
I'd rather watch Tiger King 2 than anything else here on the list.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
I wouldn't. I've got zero desire to ever watch a documentary of those people in my life.
But there you're actually learning... I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Yeah.
You're actually learning something as opposed to the other ones, they're just making stupid
What are
shit
you
up.
learning? You're learning that these people are stupid sumbitches.
Now
I don't
They're
need to-
true life stupid son
Like,
of
it's-
bitches.
it's
Yeah, that
real life
doesn't make it
stupidity.
bad. I'd rather watch a fictional stupid sumbitch than a real life stupid sumbitch.
Are you saying some bitch because we got the Alabama crowd back after last week?
Yes.
Okay, good call.
Nice.
You know, I kind of want to move to La Brea now just to tie it with Tiger King for worst series.
I mean, that's why I'm wearing shoes this
Yeah,
week.
I was kind of thinking
call.
about maybe moving my vote on Paris to La Brea, but that would be cheating the system, which is well within our rights.
Well within our rights. But you know what? I don't want to use that power yet for Worst Series. I don't want to use it for that. Okay. You know what? Before we get to the best Morris, let's get Henno in here and Kiki, our good friends from Idaho.
Excellent.
They have Best Dog in a Film 2021.
Hi, this is Henno from the... Hey, this is Henno from the Moving the Needle podcast and the Crazy Life podcast. Moving the Needle, we're talking about movies, occasionally music. On the Crazy Life, we talk about mental health and wellness. So take your pick, join me and my friends. And with me tonight to present a 2021 Floppy Award is someone who guests on both of those podcasts, my good friend Kiki. Say ahoy, Kiki.
Ahoy, Kiki.
You did last year abs, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I brought our winner of Chris Pratt.
That's right. Oh, yeah. It was
Onward.
That's right. Because last year we did anti-abs.
Yeah.
Because of COVID. We did edition. COVID abs. Yep. That's right. The COVID edition. Well, this year we're going to throw another twist in. We are doing best dogs of a motion picture or television type series. Start it right off. Who are our nominees? Let's see. I hear a comment in the background. I think that's Gizmo. Gizmo, you got something to say? Nope. All quiet now?
I think he was just showing his approval for picking dogs this year.
Yeah, it's all about dogs this year because I have 3 dogs now. So our first nominee for the 2021 Floppy Award for Best Dog is Paramount's Paw Patrol, which is an animated feature that is nothing but dogs. So, duh. Who's our number 2 nominee?
Our number 2 nominee is Disney's Cruella with Genghis, the only Dalmatian that actually has a name. I am going to sidetrack, though, because I think the better option is Wink, which is the henchman's sidekick, because he's pretty badass.
The Chihuahua.
Yeah.
So
the one-eyed Chihuahua.
The one-eyed Chihuahua. So instead of the 2 out of 3 nameless dogs...
Yep.
We're going with the one named Chihuahua. I like it. That's a good nominee. The third nominee is the movie The Power of the Dog.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does that even have a dog in it?
No. Benedict Cumberbatch kind of plays a dog. No, we're not. No. Okay, fine. How about we do the Turner and Hooch reboot as our third nominee instead?
Okay, but only because the dog they got to play Hooch is freaking adorable.
Okay. Well, then who's our number 4 nominee?
Our number 4 nominee is Monchi, played by Doug the Pug in The Mitchells versus the Machine, which is also a Netflix production. And he is wall-eyed. He can't catch anything, but he does star in his own dog cop movies produced by one of the characters in the movie. And he is also voiced by an actual pug.
Awesome. Our number 5 nominee is from Marvel's Hawkeye, and it is Lucky the Pizza Dog, who is played by Jolt, who has actually been in several commercials and such. We got a Gizmo approval in the background. And Jolt actually has 2 eyes, but they CG'd 1 eye out in Hawkeye.
Very nice. I think Gizmo approves.
Yeah, Gizmo's definitely... God, I think Gizmo's kind of weighing the... Wow.
Yeah.
Gizmo has a lot to say. Jeez. Wow. Well, all right. So Gizmo clearly is going with Lucky. Now, my case for Lucky the Pizza Dog is not only is he featured in a comic, then now he's also in this Marvel series, streaming series. So
I like this.
I'm giving a lot of weight to that. How about you?
He's got I like this, and I kind of have to agree with Gizmo's heavy weigh-in over there.
I think so. I mean, Gizmo is clearly in the Lucky the Pizza Dog camp. Yeah, and I really feel like Lucky the Pizza Dog has the strongest geek credibility of everyone on our list. Although Turner and Hooch,
that's a close second. Just because it's a classic.
But it's a reboot.
It is a reboot.
So,
but it has Josh Peck in it.
Well.
That's...
Yeah, but Power of Dog had Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, come on.
I mean, they're both dogs, so...
Wow. Benedict not getting much love tonight. All right, so the winner of the 2021 Floppy Award for Best Dog in a Motion Picture or Streaming Type Television Series goes to... Lucky the Pizza Dog.
Pizza Dog.
Woohoo! Yay! Thank you, Hobie. Right back to you.
You know, anyone named Lucky the Pizza Dog, I'm okay with.
Well, yeah. I mean, he was on my top 5 favorite animals from television and movies the other week.
Yeah?
I had a terrifying nightmare a few weeks ago about Clifford the Big Red Dog. You know those dreams where you're like half asleep or you think that you've woken up but you're still lying in bed in the dream?
Yes.
I was one of those dreams, and then Clifford the Big Red Dog came in, and I was somehow in a hospital ward, and Clifford the Big Red Dog was eating the people who were to the right of me, like one by one, and then it came and was about to eat me, and then my fucking kid in the middle of the night comes and shakes me right at the moment where Clifford the Big Red Dog was going to eat me, and I feel that I was going somewhere else with this story, and I apologize, and I wasn't.
He saved you. It's like Nightmare on Elm Street.
Could be.
Look at that. What your son
You
thanks.
tell there was something wrong in your dream.
And he came to you.
He came to me and said, I just threw up.
Ah!
You mean I could have been eaten by Clifford instead?
Let's see here. Jeff, you got favorite Morrises over there?
I do have favorite Morris.
Okay, this is the favorite Morris Award. Give us the nominations, and then we do have a bribe.
Favorite or best?
Jeff's pick.
Oh, it's best. It's
Okay.
best Morris.
Okay, I got a chance at this. Not at favorite.
The best Morris, our choices are Heather Morris, actress from Glee.
Oh.
Catherine Morris, actress from Cold Case and Cincinnati native.
Oh, okay. Cold Case was awful.
Jen Morris, brand new Morris.
Ooh, not great at Buffy trivia, but she's a hell of a human being, so we like her.
Somehow Jeff Morris made the
Scab
list.
Jeff, okay. Nomination number 22. Good job.
And the William Morris Agency,
That's not good.
who represent many, many Hollywood celebrities.
Ooh, I see Pam Morris and Philip Morris from cigarette fame.
They were on last year, but not this year. Pam Morris did not give us a dildo or a penis cake this year, so that's why. Jen Morris, I have a floppy bribe from Jen, not Scab Jeff, and it is a card that has Rudolph. Look at this. Look at this. Says, just like Rudolph's nose, you always shine so bright. Merry Floppy Awards Day. It's very nice. I like that. It's a big card. Go and keep that right there. Stay. Go and go up there. We're going to keep that year round. And we have a letter. We have a letter from Jen. Bribe Hobie with this, and you will win a Floppy Award. Void if bought by Scab Jeff. Ooh, it's an Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy releases plush toy bag with detachable head to mark anniversary of biting heads. Look at that.
That's your actual tweet. That she felt that she had to. She had to print that out to make sure that she won the floppy.
Okay.
So the bribe is the tweet?
It is not.
Oh, okay.
Bag, hold on.
Okay. I'm like, here's the tweet.
It is an Ozzy Osbourne bat with a detachable head plush doll. Look at that!
Oh my god.
Oh my! We did talk about this.
It was tweeted out. Apparently,
She took a screenshot as soon as she saw it, and she's like, "Oh, this is how I'm getting my floppy next year."
Oh my god! Well, Jeff, my vote is for Jen.
I was going to go Heather Morris because I enjoyed Glee, but I got a Ozzy detachable head bat.
Look at that.
So my vote is for Jen Morris.
See that, Brian? What do you think?
That's good quality bat right there.
It is a good quality bat. That is a good quality bat. What do you think?
I'm going to have to go Jen. Yeah, this is just too good to pass up.
I'll be honest, the stuffed animal rabbit from Monty Python is a little jealous.
Oh, he could bite the head off the bat.
I got the head.
That's what you're supposed to. That's what he did, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Got the bat.
Well, that's terrifying.
That there. We're going to keep this here. Let's go.
We'll find a place for it.
Yeah. I like that one. What you got, Jeff? Oh, you already
I already
picked.
voted.
Scab.
Am I the last vote?
Yeah.
So I can't take the floppy away
there's
from her.
zero.
So
No.
whatever I say, I'm not going to get in
I
trouble.
would say just go with Jen.
I'm going to go with Doug.
Oh, Bess Morris. Well, that means that Jen wins the floppy. That is seriously the greatest thing ever.
That just proves that bribes do pay.
Bribes do pay. Look at that. Okay. During this winter break, I'm going to have to fix up the studio a little bit. We got to find a spot for him.
We have to hang him from a thread.
Yeah, we'll find a place here. That was a very good gift. Let's see here. Next, we have favorite television comedy of 2021, picked by Hobie. We had two groups here, two polls. And you guys could have voted on Bad Ideas Podcast because the listeners get picks.
Yeah, this is one that the listeners got picks for between the two groups.
We have first group, Only Murders in the Building, What We Do in the Shadows, Mythic Quest, and Resident Alien. Murders in the Building got 53%. What We Do in the Shadows got 25%. Mythic Quest 15%, and Resident Alien 1%. So that means Murders in the Building gets one vote from the listeners.
One vote.
Second group, Ted
Is
Lasso.
that the one with Steve Martin and Martin Short?
Yep.
Is it actually any good? I never saw it.
Doug said it was great. Doug said it was great.
I don't know. I didn't see it either.
So I've heard nothing but
good
great.
things.
Yeah.
I've seen the first two episodes, and I'm pretty certain that Dr. Dana has finished it. Mm-hmm. But she was very, very happy with it.
That's Hulu? Is it on Hulu? Okay.
Yes.
Second group is Ted Lasso, Goldbergs, Ghost, which was up for Worst Series and Best Comedy. And because of that, we got followed by Ghost on Twitter, the official account, and the creator of it. So, woohoo!
Oh, good. So we're insulting them. Yay!
Yeah. And Tacoma FD.
Know where Brian's loyalties lie.
Goldbergs. Ted Lasso wins with that one, so he gets a vote too. That show gets a vote. Doug had Only Murders in the Building, so that's 2 for that. Brad and Kevin had Ted Lasso. Nerdly Out Loud, Mythic Quest by a mile. I've heard really good things about that.
Now, does that mean it's more than a vote if it's by a mile?
No.
Oh, okay.
Blake and Everything I Learned from Movies did What We Do in the Shadows. Randall Holt had 2. He picked 2.
What?
Because,
he had that shit?
He had 2 groups, so he picked one from each.
Oh.
He had the Goldbergs, and he had What We Do in the Shadows. So there you go. And Jim had... I don't think he picked this one. He did not vote for this one.
Oh, Jim.
Did Blake make any picks this year?
Blake did What We Do in the Shadows for this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Scab, what do you got?
I'm going to have to go What We Do in the Shadows.
Good man. I'm going What We Do in the Shadows because I've only seen Resident Alien 1 episode, and Ghost, and What We Do in the Shadows, and What We Do in the Shadows is by far the greatest.
And in fairness to the other ones, I haven't seen Only Murders in the building.
Yeah. Jeff?
And Ted Lasso is a close second.
I've heard.
I love What We Do in the Shadows, but I'm still going to put Ted Lasso as my vote.
Okay.
I mean, it's
I respect that.
close, but...
Brian? If you pick Ted Lasso, it's going to be a split floppy this year between the two.
Split floppy.
Well, that just sounds painful. Man.
What do you think?
I really love Tacoma FD.
Pick that. It at least gets
love Ted Lasso.
Tacoma FD will at least be up on the board then. It won't go the way the Resident Alien and Ghost is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to vote Tacoma FD.
Okay.
It is so good.
Is that the Reno 911 people?
No, it's the
Broken Lizard.
Broken Lizard.
Or at least two of the guys from Broken Lizard.
And then
Super Troopers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Kevin Heffernan and Steve Lemmy. They're the main. They created it. They're the main two characters. But
What's it on?
it is on True TV.
Yes, it's the other show on True TV
That's
outside of Impractical Jokers.
Yeah,
Is it streaming anywhere, or is it just?
it should be. I'll look it up.
I really want to see that series.
It's to me. It's. I mean, if you enjoy that humor, it's just so funny.
So we had, and I can't remember the guest. I can't. But when it first premiered, somebody watched like the first 3 episodes and did not. And I can't remember the guest, but they said it wasn't that good, and they were really hoping it was. I never watched it because of that. I was like, okay, whatever.
It was a guest. It wasn't me.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was you. I think it was a guest. But anyway, so that means What We Do in the Shadows wins a floppy.
Yay!
I believe it won last year, too. Let's see here.
And I think that had something to do with the last 2 floppies.
Bat.
You know what? Let's shake it up a little bit. Let's go to the film that most surprised us, 2021, by the Cinema Guys.
Ooh.
Let's go to them.
Hey, Hobie guys. It is Brad, Justin, and the Cinemaiden from the Cinema Guys.
Hi.
We are so happy to be doing another Floppy Award this year and being nominated for a Floppy this year as well, as we are nominated for Canadian of the Year.
Yay, Holter.
But we are bringing you an award for surprising film of 2021. Something that's like, not necessarily shocked us, but maybe where it was better than we thought or whatnot.
I think if you're surprised, you're definitely shocked.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you imagine have you ever been surprised and not shocked? It's shocking too. It's a movie that shocked you.
All right, fine. You got me there. You want to start it off, Justin, with
yeah, only because I feel like you might steal mine. There was one movie in particular that I love. It will be probably my favorite movie of the year, and I did not expect it to be. I expected it to be just okay. Was Old Henry.
That's a film that I thought would be on your list.
Yeah, it was. I love Westerns. I love the subject matter of this film. I don't want to spoil it, so I won't say, but I just was floored by every performance in it and the entire movie. I loved it.
I can back that. I agree with you. I didn't know really what to expect when I saw it, and agreed. I was like, whoa, this is really good. Great performances, and actually a little surprise twist in the end that you don't kind of see coming.
True. What's yours?
Mine, Old Henry probably would have been a runner-up, but mine is Malignant.
I'm not surprised that you were surprised.
It was one of the films that I decided to go the Cinemaiden route, and I'm like not watching a single trailer for this film, and it's James Wan. I'm not watching anything, and most of the movie was okay, but it was that third act that just blew me away and just shocked me.
And that was a good shock?
Oh, yes. I mean, during our episode when I told you I've watched it 5 times. And
yeah. Yeah, I didn't hate Malignant. I thought it was better than I thought it was going to be. So I guess in that way it did surprise me. But I thought the third act was where I started. I mean, the beginning of the third act was awesome. But once it turned into a superhero fight scene, I sort of was like, eh. But I did like that one surprise was actually pretty surprising. So
that one surprise, it was a surprise.
Yeah.
What about you, Cinemaiden? What is a film that surprised you this year?
A rando porn that you were watching? You were like, this one was surprising. I thought it was small on large, but it was not.
She would come first, but he did.
What?
What did I say? The Green Knight.
I still haven't watched that. I need to.
Green Knight. You saw? No, you didn't. It shocked me in how bad it was.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
okay.
you went
the other side. I got you.
I hated that movie. I was so excited for it.
Yeah, I guess in that way I was excited for it.
I think I know another one that would have surprised us that went the other way that all of us recently watched, and that was Spencer.
Oh.
I guess, but I didn't think I'd like it. I thought it would just be okay. So I wasn't that surprised, but I mean, it did suck.
So there you go. We got two that surprised us on the high side. One on
I almost threw in House of Gucci because I didn't expect to think that I would like that. And
Father, Son, and House of Gucci.
Nah.
So we got Old Henry, Malignant on the top side, and the Green Knight down on the bottom from the Cinemaiden. And anyone who wants to follow us, they can follow our podcast at wearethecinemaguys.com. Thank you, Hobie guys, for letting us do another Floppy Award this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that we win the big Canadian of the Year award.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cinema Guys. Couldn't do the expo without you guys. So, and Cinema Guys are also up for Canadian of the Year later.
They are.
So, next is Worst Film of 2021, which may get a clean sweep, I'll be honest. Space Jam 2, Spirit Untamed, Spirit. You know why it was awful, Jeff? No Bryan Adams.
No Bryan. Bryan was not.
Bryan Adams didn't do the soundtrack?
I have no idea. I don't think he did, though. Tom and Jerry, fuck that movie. Home Sweet Home Alone, fuck that movie. Coming to America.
I heard some good things about it.
That's not good. Anyone got any nominations real quick?
I have not seen any of these.
That's okay. You can just go by name.
We're Americans. We don't have to watch them
No.
to have an opinion on them.
Do you have any nominees? Anybody? Brian? Jeff?
I'm looking.
Okay. How about Hamilton?
No, Hamilton was.
That was last year anyway. That was
And it's not a movie. It's
Okay.
just a filming of a stage play, which was awesome.
I'm going to add West Side Story to this. The new one.
It is Spielberg.
There you go. That's why.
How about Schindler's List?
No, that was a little late. That was our 92 Floppy Awards.
4.
Yeah, 94. 92 was Forrest Gump, I think.
No, wait. 94 was Forrest Gump.
Was
90... it? Well, god damn it. Now I'm getting all my years mixed up. 97.
Anyways, moving on. Any nominees? Any other ones?
I'm fine with these nominees.
We did get a request from listeners. Anything made by Frankie Productions. I don't know who wrote that, but that's just wrong.
I know who wrote it.
Really? Who?
Yeah, you.
What? I would never do that, Brian. How dare you? So, Nerded Out Loud. You can keep looking. Everything I learned from movie. Kevin, Jim, and Brad all picked Space Jam 2. F that movie. Blake has not picked this
5
one.
already for Space Jam 2?
And Randall Holt.
I think because Blake didn't pick, it's because he didn't want to say bad things about LeBron, but really thinks it's Space Jam 2.
Worst film from Randall Holt. Home Sweet Home Alone. Good man. Good man. What do we got here?
Well, I was waiting to hear if Brian found anything else that might sway my vote another way.
Okay.
Nothing that's any worse than any of these, I don't think. They're all equally shitty.
Scab, what do you got?
I'll just pile it on Space Jam 2.
Good man.
It seems the bandwagon.
Maybe because it's just fresh in my mind from watching the newest South Park special. They pretty much said the world sucked because of COVID and Space Jam 2.
Good man.
So I'm going Space Jam 2.
Brian?
I gotta go Home Sweet Home Alone.
Good man. This is a tough one. Space Jam 2 has already won with 7, which might be a record for votes. But I hated Home Sweet Home Alone so bad. You could check out my review on nerdly.co.uk.
Lola Bunny used to be so hot.
What?
Lola Bunny used to be so hot.
She did.
But they
Damn you, cancel culture.
But now you're not allowed to have sexy bunnies.
I would jerk off to her all the time. No more.
Wow. Okay, too much.
What are we doing here? I'm going Home Sweet Home Alone 3.
You should have seen how big Brian's eyes were on that comment.
Hey, we got some Dear Nikki comments. I'm going Home Sweet Home Alone just so it can be nominated pretty high with 3 votes. So the winner is, I guess, Space Jam 2. Boo. Tom and Jerry would have been up there for me, but I only saw the last half, and it was awful. So there you go. Let's see here. Now we got something for the not worth the wait films of 2021. Films that kept getting pushed back, and they just weren't worth it. Presented by Stephen Izzy. You can get Izzy's products from Untitled Venus on Etsy.com. Use HobiePod to get 15% off. Take it away.
Hey, everybody, I'm Steve.
And I'm Izzy.
And we're with Everything I Learned from Movies. And tonight...
tonight.
We are presenting the Floppy Award for Not Worth the Wait. Yes, we've... for the last year and a half or so, we've had movies pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and pointlessly pushed back.
Yep, and there's a bunch of movies we're not even excited about anymore.
Yep. But we wanted to know what the Hobie people thought were the most overhyped and waited so damn long to be completely disappointed. And we came up with a couple nominees.
We did.
Babe, you want to go with the first one?
I am going to throw out there Venom 2.
Oh, Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah.
I remember when that was filmed in San Francisco, back when we were living there, almost 3 years ago. You saying it was disappointing somehow?
It wasn't worth waiting 2 years for.
But it's making money, apparently.
Is it?
Yeah, it's made like twice its...
Oh, that's right, because people like Carnage.
Yeah,
like
they really do. Yeah. I'm going to throw out there Top Gun Maverick, which hasn't even come out yet, but frankly, I don't see how it could be worth the, I don't know, 35 years or whatever we've been waiting, but last 4 years since it was made. I don't know.
Yeah. Movie I was so excited for, like so excited. I would have paid way too much money to watch this during lockdown, and I've just been fucking teased for so long I don't even care anymore. Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Ooh.
I don't care anymore. I don't care.
I mean, I hope it's good, but yeah.
I hope it's good, but I'm not even going to pay for it and wait till it's streaming for free. Like, fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, I'll throw one out there. No Time to Die.
Oh, No Time to Give a Fuck.
Yeah, we've seen all the James Bond movies several times over, actually.
We own all of them.
That's right.
We have a
last
Criterion Collection edition of them.
We may not see this one until we own it for $5, used DVD or Blu-ray somewhere.
Until we get it free in one of our mystery bundles.
Yes. I mean, I'm sure it's, okay for a James Bond movie, but I hear mixed reviews, and that usually means, it's just a bad movie. But
definitely not worth the fucking wait. Space Jam.
Oh, God. Space Jam, New Legacy. Ooh.
Guys.
The roughest fish.
You could have made Trolls 2 money if you'd released it when nothing else was out, but now we've just been waiting for a dumpster fire. And I'm going to hand it to the actors all did a great job. It is a shitty plot.
I'll throw out there, Wonder Woman 84.
She cries at wind, guys. She cries at wind. That is the super villain.
Yeah,
emotional wind.
I think that might not count because it was kind of the first one to be released again, but
they still
pushed
delayed
back like
it.
A year.
Yeah, they still made us wait for that. Halloween Kills.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween Kills was not worth the wait.
I kind of liked the 2018 one, but the second one just so fucking stupid.
Yeah, the 2018 one was fine. Like, Michael Myers isn't my favorite villain, whatever. But guys, you couldn't even get Adkins back.
Tom Adkins.
Tom Adkins.
He just turned 86, babe.
He said he was gonna. He announced when they announced the project he'd be happy to come back
as
anyone.
Laurie's grandpa?
As anyone. Have him be one of the doctors. He had plenty of hospital scenes.
Oh, shit. He's Dr. I forget the last name, but from Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Yeah.
He's just banging some young, 28-year-old or something.
Yeah.
Oh, he's banging Laurie's daughter.
Oh, my
granddaughter.
God. Yes.
Who may or may not be an underage robot. No, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So, babe, what would you pick as the least worth the wait?
I have not seen it yet, and I'm just not even interested. I have to go with No Time to Die.
I'm going to go with Space Jam New Legacy because I love me some basketball.
You were angry at that movie.
I mean...
You were angry at the basketball scenes in that movie.
Because there wasn't any basketball scenes.
There's no basketball in that whole movie.
No, there's not. It's... Yeah, I know. Anybody, Space Jam was dumb too. Yeah, but,
But Space Jam
wasn't as
fun.
bad.
This was just like, look what we own, look what we own, look what we own. Here are these very specific rules for this very specific universe. By the way, none of those rules fucking matter if we decide that we don't want them to.
Well, the best part of the movie is Looney Tunes popping up in other movies. I just think to myself, why wasn't that just the movie?
Right? And Don Cheadle does a great job as the villain, but he has to spew some fucking exposition and shit that doesn't work. When the best part of the movie is LeBron's basketball thing, yelling at the kids.
Oh, yeah.
He has, I think this might be something he actually owns. It's like, what is it? Every time you say shoot?
Every time you say ball, you get past the ball. It's like you play for the Cavs. Anyway.
Yeah, every time you say ball, it shoots a basketball at you, but they the kids get hit in the head a couple of times. It's great.
Yeah.
And the kids didn't do a bad job. They weren't shit kids, but the motivations were lacking. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. It's bullshit.
So what do you guys think?
What movies were not worth the wait?
And if you disagree with us, fuck off. No.
Bag of dicks.
Hit us up at EILF Movies. That's Everything I Learned from Movies on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and, of course, we're on all the major podcatchers under Everything I Learned from Movies.
Oh, Steve, I know. What? If they want to lodge a complaint, they should do so on our Patreon. Join the Patreon.
Yeah. Patreon.com/EILF Movies. Leave in the comments section. And if you're not in the comments section, give us a couple bucks first, then we might listen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
Pay us $1 a month, and then you can bitch.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Scab, how does it feel for Space Jam 2 to have 2 floppies and you have none?
I don't know how it feels to get a floppy, so it might be awesome.
Okay. I'm just saying, Space Jam 2, they didn't get the floppies for the good parts, but they do have floppies.
I feel I'll get Canadian this year.
Maybe.
If you won Floppy of the Year for Worst Movie of the Year, would you be happy about that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No such thing as bad press.
Well, he does like those French noir films, so I'm sure it's one of those films that he made.
He's not even trying to fish for it anymore.
French New Age. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, that's closer.
New Wave?
French Old Age.
French New Wave.
Oh.
It's New Wave! I got it!
Took him 2 weeks.
I always go on HBO Max to watch my French New Wave. Oh, my God.
That's been bothering him for 2 weeks.
Would you like my baguette? Let's see here. Next up, 2021 Pittsburghian of the Year, picked by us. It is the Worst Person Award. Just by far, they're just awful human beings. Let's see. Nominees. Stork of Besotted Geek. Pete Rose. Fuck him. Kanye West. And Zack Snyder. He made 4 hours of Justice League. And then talked about it. And now they're like, restore Justice League. We did. Restore the Snyderverse. Fuck you. Made awful films. Restore Dawn of the Dead remake. Yeah, I'm fine for that. People voted. Last place was Zack Snyder. 4%. Pete Rose got 11%. And winning 53% to 32%, Kanye West beat Stork. So Kanye West has a vote. He's got one.
More than he got in the election.
Yeah.
He didn't even vote for himself?
He didn't know. Brad had Kanye. Everything I Learned from Movies had Zack Snyder.
Ooh.
Blake had Yeezy.
That's Kanye.
Oh, is it?
That's one of his terrible nicknames.
Why not? His music sucks and he dated She Who Shall Not Be Named. Actually married them, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nerdly Out Loud and Doug both had Stork. It's 2 for them. Kevin had Aaron Rodgers. That was a nominee out of nowhere. I like that one. Jim got Pete Rose × 2. He sucks that bad. I voted twice. Jim's a regular member of Hobie. He gets 2 votes. There you go. He got Pete Rose twice. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Randall Holt had Pete Rose.
Ooh.
So Pete Rose and Kanye Dickhead are both at 3 apiece. Jeff, who do you got?
All right. I have to explain my voting for this.
What?
I have a feeling Stork probably deserves to be voted the worst person of the year, especially based on the travesty of when he was Canadian of the year.
Good call.
But he is also someone that would probably wear that as a badge of honor, and I will not give him such satisfaction.
Okay.
So I will vote Pete Rose.
Good man. Scab.
Can you come back to me?
Yes. Brian. What do you got?
In the same vein as Jeff, Stork deserves this because he annoys the ever-living shit out of me on Twitter.
Oh, man. I love Stork.
But I feel like it is somewhat in jest.
Okay.
So, for that reason, I'm going to vote for Pete Rose.
Good man.
Fuck that guy.
Okay. Jeff. Scab.
I'm going to vote for Stork, even though I have no idea who he is and I haven't read his tweets. It sounds like he's a bad fellow.
I'm going to use 2 votes. I'm going to use my vote here twice. Aaron Rodgers, because that guy's a piece of shit. Fuck him. Not even the COVID thing. He's just a piece of shit.
You're using 2 of them for the same guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I have to go with Pete Rose. Fuck him. I have to. Fuck him.
You
Scab
wasted
Jeff almost got on the board. Almost. But he looks really cute in the glasses, so I can't vote for him that way.
You wasted your double pick.
Fine, I'll give it to Stork. Stork got 4. Okay, winner. Pete Rose, worst person of the year.
I'm not even going to
Pittsburghian
clap
of
for
the
him.
year.
Stork, way to come in second. Pete Rose, go fuck yourself. Let's see here. Overhyped. Floppy presentation. This is presented by the Pop Culture Cafe. And take it away, chaps. You're some of our favorite Canadians.
Hey everyone, hello there, Hobie listeners. Hope you're having a grand time and listening to the show and getting off on it. We are the Pulp Culture Cafe. I am John.
I am Scott.
No, you're not. You're supposed to say Tits McGee.
I feel like being Scott right now.
Okay, well, you interrupted Paul. It was...
Actually, I didn't know how it was supposed to go, so I lost.
I said I'll go to Paul first and then you.
Really?
Yes.
My mistake. Oopsie poopsie.
So we're here to talk about Hype to the Hilt. What we thought was overhyped. And so what do you got, guys? I'll give you mine in case you have to think about yours or whatever. Mine is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I discussed this with you, Paul, and you told me to go back and watch it and finish it at least, but I just can't bring myself to do it. I just pass it over every time I find something else to watch.
Best part of the film, then, if you've still not got
I know, I'm trying to force myself because you know you said that, but I'm still can't get myself to do it. So.
Right.
All right.
Okay. It feels quite slow, but the best thing about Quentin Tarantino films is the dialogue and the performance that he coaches out of his cast. And that's the highlight of any Quentin Tarantino film for me. But that's your choice. I'm going to go with Suicide Squad because it looked as if it was going to be absolutely fantastic. The cast was great. It looked like it was going to be extremely entertaining. For the most part, it was, but as soon as they introduced Starro, it fell off a cliff. It turned into an absolute dumpster fire, and it spoiled what should have been one of the best movies of this year.
Okay, all right.
So,
Scott, did you get one for this?
I did actually. The Eternals. They tried to push this as hard as they possibly could. They tried to make it feel like the second coming in the Avengers, and just from the ratings and the grosses, it didn't live up to the hype.
Okay, see, here's the problem I have with this. You haven't seen it.
No, I haven't. I'm talking about like when they hype something, the money that they made off it and the reviews giving of it didn't match up to the hype.
Okay, I assumed this was something we were supposed to watch that we didn't like.
No, it's not something we watched. I was just the way it's the hype. The hype didn't match up to what showed up for it because as far as gross money and the reviews for it, that's how I came up with it.
Okay.
I assumed it was something that we'd seen. But
me too.
See Scott's point. He is right. Yeah, what he's saying. Yeah, it's,
I see it, but I don't agree with it.
Okay.
I thought it was opposite, guys. I thought it was like something that was hyped and not so much what we saw. I thought it was hype in social media.
Yeah, but the only way for me to actually go and say, it was hype, was to actually see all this hype was done for this product, and it didn't perform for me.
Oh, I was looking at it through a societal lens as far as money.
Society.
Overall.
Okay, folks, so that's your rundown. 2021 Hobie Award for the biggest hits goes to Christina Hendricks, and she has actually wait, here we go, move this down. She has 32 F breasts.
She's an ample woman.
Ample
woman.
Like motorboat for fucking sure. So anyways, that's our awards. Thanks to the gangs at Hobie, for the gang here at the Pop Culture Cafe. Thanks for listening. Bye, folks.
Bye.
And now, some Conway Twitty.
Nice to see you. It's been...
Shut it down. We can't do more than 10 seconds without paying royalties.
I don't even know if we can do 10 seconds.
I don't think so either. So I do appreciate the Conway Twitty, but we're trying to get the Alabama crowd back.
Yeah.
But probably not the best thing. But thank you, Pop Culture. Congratulations, Christina Hendricks. Congratulations. Let's see here. Next, we have another one. We have the breast.
Someone still has Christina Hendricks on in his mind.
Best British flick, independent flick of 2021. Well, it's all independent flicks in Britain, right? They don't have real movies, do they?
Wow. They got the BBC.
It's fake news.
They used to have Hitchcock.
But then
Before
he came over here.
They used to have the Beatles, too. Last train to Clarksville, and I'll meet you at the station.
Mike Nesmith.
Presented by Nerdly Out Loud. Kevin, we appreciate you. Take it away. Good day, mate.
Well, it would seem that it's that time again. Yep. History of bad ideas. The smelly fart that will not go away have come back and asked myself, Kevin Halden, the host of Nerdly Out Loud, the best YouTube channel on the planet, to present a floppy. Because things need to be flogged like a dead horse. So they're going to continue to do the floppies every single year. To be fair, I love them for that because it gives me something to do around about Christmas. I asked Jason if I could do best British independent movie of the year. It does what it says on the tin, really. I've had a fantastic year in terms of movies. There's been some absolute outstanding British movies this year. It truly has. This was a really hard list to get down to 5 or 3 or whatever. So I kind of just threw the handbook out the window, and I've got quite a few. Yeah, not too many, but I've got a few. And I'm going to tell you why you should watch them while I go, and then I'm going to tell you what I think has been the best movie of this year for me. And it's been another pandemic year. I'm sure you guys over there have had the same thing, and I hope everybody's staying safe, by the way, and get that booster jab and get that vaccine put into you. It's really been a crap couple of years, hasn't it? Which is why we need movies like this. It's why we need movies that aren't just your big box office schmaltz. It's, Jeff Morris would completely disagree. He loves that big box office schmaltz. But it's why you need the lower budget movies, the ones that can actually put a smile on your face because they're actually good movies and have good stories. And everything on this list is that vein, really. So without further ado, here are the nominees for the floppy for Best British independent movie of the year. I've got a few, and I'm going to tell you why they're in there, and I'll give you my favourite. I'm going to start with one that I watched way back at the start of the year, which is Max Cloud. Max Cloud is this great little Scott Adkins flick. Anybody who knows me knows I love a bit of Scott Adkins. He's a punchy, kicky genius. I love him. He's great. And this movie was based around these kids that get sucked into a computer game. It's like an 8-bit computer game. Scott Adkins is the main character. Just a whole bunch of fun when I needed a whole bunch of fun. So that's why it sits there. I love Max Cloud. Boys from County Hill is a nice little British vampire movie set in, I believe it was Ireland or Wales, one of those two. I really, really enjoyed that film. It was a nice horror movie, great practical effects, just great film. 400 Bullets, no list that I make is complete without a Tom Payton movie. Leap, and Tom Payton keeps leaping. I mean, he's been out in the Bahamas for most of the year. He's made 2 more films this year. We haven't heard the end of Tom Payton. I love that guy, and everybody knows that. Holiday Monday was one that myself and my eldest daughter Ruby, we watched. Just nuts, just balls to the wall nuts. They knew exactly what they were making. They knew the budget they had. They were trying to do big budget action on a small budget. And the film's just fun. Nathan Shepka, what a director he's going to turn out to be. And honestly, Holiday Monday doesn't look like much aesthetically. It's not very pleasing on the eyes. But damn is it fun, damn is it entertaining, and damn did Ruby and I love it. So there is that. Deadly Cuts is an Irish movie I watched recently about 4 girls working in a hairdresser's, commit murder, go on to the big hairdressing contest towards the end of the film. Genuinely, another movie where you want to talk about actors who just elevate the work. The 4 girls in this movie are phenomenal. Ready-made stars. It's going to happen for them. Deadly Cuts, just entertaining as shit. I loved it. Repeat was a huge surprise. Very, very low budget. I think they made it on like £10 basically. But the special effects, the very limited special effects, are wonderful. Like, think the movie that came out a couple of years ago, Primer, sci-fi wise, just really, really Primer. I've watched Primer about 10 times and I still don't really understand it. Every time I think I'm getting there, there's another little nugget that I discover, and it turns out I didn't really know where I was with it. Repeat is kind of like Primer. I really liked Repeat, and I think everybody should give it a watch. Has a little bit of a sci-fi twist towards the end, but it's the story of the parents, the grieving parents, is just phenomenal. And they really sell it. They really sell it in this sci-fi movie with a ton of heart. But the winner for me this year is a Phil Barantini movie. I've interviewed Phil Barantini a couple of times. Fantastic director, really up and coming. Last year he directed Villain, which I loved, another British film I just absolutely adored with Craig Fairbrass. And in fact, Craig Fairbrass made another movie this year that could have won this hands down, but it comes out next year, so I guess I couldn't count that. But this movie was Boiling Point. It's a one-take movie set in a restaurant with Stephen Graham. I gush over Stephen Graham every time he's on screen. Like, I'm talking like proper next-level amounts of ejaculation when Stephen Graham is on screen. He's just amazing. And this movie was a one-shot filmed in a cafe made right before the pandemic hit, right before it. But honestly, this movie's flawless. It's absolutely brilliant. And I've seen a few one-take movies this year that pale in comparison to this. This movie was just unreal. Performance is wonderful. The one-take aspect, wonderful. Looks good, which you might think in a one-take movie, you can't really make it look that great. They lit the crap out of this movie, and they made it awesome. So Boiling Point for me is my movie of this year. I'm going to give that the Floppy Award. I genuinely think they deserve it. Phil Barantini deserves all the plaudits. The man, over the last couple of years, has told me some stuff about sort of where he was at one point. When he's had a time of it, and he fully deserves all the reviews that he's getting right now, because he's getting some wonderful reviews. And yeah, Boiling Point is number one movie of the year for me in terms of British independent film, and that's why I want to give it the Floppy. But again, Jason, Jeff, the whole circus that runs Hobie, there's about 20 million of you now. I love it. I do salute you every single time. I still listen to every episode you put out there. I love you guys. Thanks for inviting me back to do this. I love jumping on and just talking about some movies that I loved and get to put out there and give this prestigious Floppy Award that they can hold in their hands with gusto and give it a good tug. But yeah, guys, thanks again for letting me do this. Love you all. Please, please, everybody, stay safe. And the Necronomicon is going to get to fuck some point, so don't worry about that. We are going to win. Please do support all independent movie. Just support movies. Just go to your cinema, watch a film. I don't care what it is. If it was made for 10 quid, awesome. If it was made for 10 million quid, awesome. 100 million quid, just watch movies. We're in a place right now where we need to just be watching the movies, supporting the artists, because let's not forget, they're in the shit too. So, yeah. I'm going to go. Again, thank you. If you want to watch the channel, watch the channel. Listen to the podcast. If you don't, I'm good with that. But please do, Hobie, just keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Love you all. See you soon.
I want to thank you, Kevin, but there were a couple of words thrown in there that I think it might be on now.
Brian, can you send him a fart in a jar?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like okay.
I mean, it'll probably get lost in the shipping container in the middle of the sea, but...
You know, maybe if they built a bridge, we could have gotten it there faster.
The Atlantic...
yes.
North Atlantic Bridge.
Kevin, I was going to pay for you to come over here for the Comic Expo, but not now because of that. Those insults. But we still love you. If you would like to pay on your own and come over, we'd love to see you. So, September 23rd through 25th, 2022. Anyways, moving on. Boiling Point 1. Let's see here. Now we come to a sad moment. It's 2021 Worsley of the Year. Dumbest Death Award.
Is it really that sad?
Well, it started because of Worsley. He walked across Antarctica without a jacket. And ever since then, we've been honoring him with these.
I think technically it was unaided across
without
Antarctica.
A jacket. I mean, to put a fucking jacket on. I mean, come on. So.
Did he have gloves?
Don't think he did.
No. He had shoes.
Galoshes, I think.
Yeah.
Crocs.
No.
But he wasn't wearing them in four-wheel drive.
So, nominees this year are COVID deniers dying. We've said that every week, like, preacher, I don't believe in COVID. Hey, he dies. Whether you agree in the vaccines or not, doesn't matter. COVID's here. I mean, whether you think the numbers are inflated or not, it's still killing people. So, it's still there.
Yeah, even one. If you believe one person died, then you know it's deadly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man dies after using glue when he failed to find a condom. We talked about this several months ago. All of these we've talked about. Two brothers were killed by a train while mourning their brother killed in the same spot. We talked about that.
Yes.
That one.
Seems a lot more sad than stupid.
Yeah, well, see, this isn't necessarily... Everyone says dumbest deaths. This isn't a... what do you call it? Darwin Award.
No. I guess not dumbest, is it?
I don't think dumbest is
stupid.
It's
a silly,
unnecessary death. I always thought of it as someone trying to be good or noble or something, and dying because of their flawed logic.
Okay. We did have other nominees. Kevin at Cincy Explorer had a Spanish man died. 39-year-old got stuck in a dinosaur exhibit, like inside the dinosaur statue at a Spanish Museum of Natural History, while reaching for his mobile phone after dropping it in there. They found him the next day, stuck in there. Or a couple days later, I'm sorry. Police in Catalonia were talking about it. He became trapped inside a large dinosaur statue while trying to retrieve his mobile phone. The other one is a man. He was in the McDonald's drive-thru, and he dropped his credit card, and his food. It might have been food. I'm not sure yet. And he dropped it outside. He opened the door to reach for it, and the car was still in drive, and he got crushed between the door and the McDonald's store and the pillar. So that was not a good one. Not a good one. Doug said you can go fuck yourself about the man. 2 brothers killed by a train while mourning their brother killed by a train. He said that's an awful way to go. So just to let you know.
I'm sorry, is that his vote? Or I'm not sure what that means. I can fuck myself over that?
I don't know what Doug's vote is. Go ahead. Let's see here. Nerdly Out Loud, everything I learned from the movie, Jim and Brad had COVID deniers, and Randall Holt had the condom guy. So there you go. Brian, what do you got?
Yeah, deniers.
Deniers?
I'm done with them.
Okay.
I just shut the fuck up, man. Just go away.
Let's see here. Doug did not vote.
See, the problem I have voting for the COVID deniers is they won the award last year.
Oh, that's true. That was a pastor.
Well, it was a specific
Correct.
COVID denier, but I mean, just because, multiple people are just stupid, I can't give them a Worsley Award.
Okay, so which one are you dying? You killing?
I feel you have to really work for the Worsley Award.
Yeah,
now everybody's just jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah. Everyone, I'm going to deny COVID and die from it. I mean, it's like, just because that's got somebody an award last year doesn't mean it's enough to get an award this year.
Man.
But look at the competition.
I'm going the 2 brothers on the train. I mean, they had to work at that. God. I mean, they wanted to honor their brother in the place where he died.
Well, they did.
And then I want to honor them with a Worsley vote.
What's the story there? Did the train sneak up on them, or did they stand there and
I think
suicide themselves?
The story there is apparently there was a lot of drinking in there honoring their brother.
Yes. I think they passed out, didn't they?
They might have, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with the brothers.
Brian, what did you go with?
The deniers, yeah.
So that's 5 votes for deniers. I did vote for the deniers last year.
You two both you get 2 votes, right?
Anytime you can use 2 votes if you want to.
Second vote if I want to. Since there were 2 brothers that died, I'll use my second vote.
Okay, that's 3 for them.
That means.
I'm going to go. I feel so bad. I'm going to brothers. I can't. Doug may hate me, but I can't. I
think that's what Doug's vote was for, based on I don't understand his message.
I think he might have known somebody. No, not them, but anyways. Moving on.
Knew those guys?
No.
He was their mailman.
I mean, this is Carolina.
He got tired of delivering the condolence cards.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, COVID deniers win with 5 votes. God.
Oh, we didn't get up to tie?
No.
It was just a 4 to 5.
Good job.
Anyways, hopefully we don't do this again next year with the COVID deniers. Really, people? Let's go.
Well, they're the reason why we're still in it. So,
I feel that it's more anti-vaxxers now than COVID deniers.
And again,
but I think they're one in the same.
First year was more COVID deniers. Second year was like
last year there wasn't a vaccine.
Honest.
This year there's a vaccine and they're refusing.
Polio was a hoax.
Leprosy.
I'm not sure they have a leprosy vaccine.
Oh, they do. You find me. You find this. You find this vaccine.
That was actually a pretty good
Why are you
Liam
yelling
Neeson
at him?
if you were going for Liam Neeson there.
Yes. Yes.
I've got a certain set of skills.
That vaccine were his daughter. He would find it.
You find this vaccine. Yeah. Come on, people. We don't want to shut down the studio again. Okay, come on. Everybody be safe. Come on.
I mean, if you don't want to get it, don't get it. Just shut the fuck up about it. Yeah. I'm tired of hearing about it. Just stay inside. Stay in your fucking lane.
Let's see. Best, I don't even know what Besotted Geek has. He didn't send us one, so guess what? We're doing a classic version of his. Take away, Besotted.
Hello, Hobie and Hobie listeners. It is Stork, your favorite Canadian of the Year winner. How dare you?
Gee, I don't even have to do anything. The soundboard does it for me.
And with me is Peacock. We are from the Besotted Geek.
Hi.
Your favorite Star Trek recapping podcast.
Okay.
And that no one's heard of. But please give us a listen. We are here to present once again for the third, I believe, year.
We're
Best
so good at it.
Teen drama.
We're so good at it.
Well, yeah.
We're in touch with the teens.
A finger on the pulse of America's teenagers. Can we get in trouble for that?
Finger on the pulse.
Just the pulse. No. I think we're good.
It depends on
where we're taking that pulse.
That's true.
I'm going wrist.
You still might get in trouble.
Okay.
Because you're kind of creepy.
All right, well, let's get into the nominees here.
Yeah.
First up, and these were all chosen by Google, so, don't blame me.
Oh, really? You just Googled it?
Yeah, I Googled it.
Okay, best teen drama.
Right. And I just picked things that we're aware of.
Mm-hmm.
So,
not necessarily
not
that
many.
we've watched.
Right, no.
Okay.
iZombie.
Okay, we've watched that.
Not the latest season, which was the final season. I think it aired.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but the one before I wasn't that big of a fan of either. The whole zombie island Seattle thing.
I don't remember.
And she wasn't, it feels like the writers have run out of good ideas.
Are they teens? That's a teen drama.
Google,
you're wrong.
Well, okay, we'll scrap that one. The Umbrella Academy.
Oh, I love The Umbrella Academy.
Really good. Netflix. Yes. That was fun.
I really like that.
One of my favorite superhero things to come out in the last year or two.
Either.
Yes, they are. Well, they were when they were.
They're supposed to be, I guess, but they're old.
They're still drama.
Okay, there's teen drama.
I'm not striking that because they were kids. And number 5 is a kid still, sort of.
Yeah. He's not even a teen.
That's true.
Maybe he is. I don't know.
Well, physically.
Yeah.
All right, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Okay.
Consistently good.
Teens.
That's
high
total
school.
teen stuff.
Yeah, I got that.
13 Reasons Why.
Teens. Oh, and they're annoying.
Hey, didn't watch the third season because I hated the second. Did you?
I did.
Ew, when?
I don't know. When you were probably jacking off somewhere. I don't know what you're doing.
What? Wow, that's a lot of jacking off. That's a long show.
It is.
Wow.
You're probably actually playing video games somewhere, right?
I might have just went to bed.
Yeah, you're sleeping.
Yeah, let's be realistic here.
Well, I watched it.
Was it good?
No.
Okay, right. Good. I'm glad.
No. I think it was better in the second season.
The second season ruined the first season, which was really good.
And the second season
it pissed me off even more.
The third season was better than the second season, but not as good as the first season. Yeah.
Riverdale, of course.
So good.
Yes, but we have not watched this season at all.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so we saw the tail half of the season with the Goblin King and all that.
The tail half? We saw all of it.
Well, yeah, but in 2019, this is the 2019 floppy. It has to count as.
Oh, so the only things you've seen. Have you seen anything?
Well, we saw the Umbrella Academy, all of it.
So that could.
We saw all of
be good.
Everything. Sabrina. We haven't seen all of Riverdale in 2019. Is what I'm saying, because it came back out in the fall and we haven't watched it. That's all.
What's going to win then?
Well, I have one more. Come on, cool your jets. Stranger Things, season 3.
I guess they're teens.
Yeah, I think that one's legit.
Yeah.
These are the ones that we have seen that I would consider teen dramas, or Google will. There's a buttload other ones that we haven't. I don't even know. Vampire Diaries and
no, who cares?
Garbage like that. Yeah,
it's all garbage.
Not all,
except for
Riverdale.
Yeah.
No, I think Stranger Things could be a contender. Yeah. I think Umbrella Academy could be a contender.
Umbrella Academy.
I would
really
scratch. I would scratch Sabrina. It's good, but it's not those.
It's not that good.
Stranger Things season 3 really came back from a disappointing season 2 to me.
Sabrina, I like, but it's not.
It's just blah. It's
a little blah. And mean, I don't love Karen Shipka. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't either. I can't not see Sally Draper, and
It's
I
not
don't
that.
think she's.
I think she's not very good.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's all right. You're boozed up. You're telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's
She's sort of not that good.
She doesn't have like a charisma or something. I don't think it's written great for Sabrina character either, though.
I don't either, but I know she's acting. Like, I can just see it.
Yeah, I agree.
I see that she's acting instead of just, like, being.
Yeah. So we've got half a season of Riverdale versus Umbrella Academy and Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Now, I know everybody's going to be like, oh, these fucking assholes. They always pick Riverdale. They're going to pick Riverdale. I think this might be the year where we don't pick Riverdale.
Somebody's getting nervous.
Who?
Who wants us to pick Riverdale?
Brigger.
Yeah, Brigger's getting nervous.
he's shitting his pants.
Shitting his pants, sweating in his shorts.
Britches.
His shorts are a mess.
Yeah, either way. No matter what.
He's a mess.
Yeah, I don't know.
He thought this was a shoo-in.
Yeah, he was like, just pick Riverdale. Like, I know you will. That's why I'm picking you to do the team.
I mean, I will not be swayed by the fact that, like, we may not be asked to do this again if we don't pick Riverdale.
That actually might be a consideration
I'm sorry,
where I would not
Brigger.
pick Riverdale.
I have to go with my heart.
Yeah, I'm not just a like. I legitimately think Riverdale was the best teen drama of the last 2 years, but I can't put it above the other two this time.
What's the other one?
Umbrella Academy.
What's the other
Stranger Things season 3.
I would go Riverdale or Umbrella Academy.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. So we'll pick Stranger Things then?
No, wait, what? I just said I don't think Stranger Things is.
No, you said no. You didn't say anything about that. You said Umbrella
I said
Academy.
I would go between Riverdale or the Umbrella Academy.
You said
Academy.
I would put Riverdale above Umbrella Academy.
No, that's not what I said.
Yes, it is.
Well, you misunderstood me because
I misunderstood the words that came out of your mouth.
Trying to say was that I would go either
That's
Riverdale
not what you said.
or the
you
Umbrella
said you'd
Academy.
put Riverdale above it. I would say I'd put Umbrella Academy above Riverdale. Therefore, I thought, oh, we're both kind of eh. And nobody said Stranger Things.
It seemed, well, I don't want Stranger Things.
You don't want Stranger Things.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
So I think
either Riverdale or Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella Academy seems to be winning.
I would take Umbrella.
Are they teens, though? I don't think they're teens.
It's a teen drama. It doesn't matter if there's teens in it.
I don't know if they're
teens. Watch it. All right, we'll take Riverdale.
Yeah.
Fooled you.
Riverdale!
Suck it, bitches.
Who the other guys on Hobie?
We got Jeff. We got
Fuck you, Jeff.
Jim. We got Blake.
Suck it, Jim. Hey, Blake. Suck it.
I don't know who else is there. Probably Ape Hands.
Who the hell is Ape Hands?
Maybe Doctor Number 1. Maybe Scab Jeff.
How many the hell are people are there? Fuck it, it's Riverdale.
Yeah,
Get
we're
over
taking
it.
Riverdale.
You're welcome, Brigger.
Yeah, you owe us. This was a.
He was nervous though, wasn't he?
We had him going. It's Riverdale. Come on. So
seriously, it's the best team drama I've ever seen in my life, other than 90210 back in the day.
Yeah, if you say so.
And My So-Called Life.
Get the hell out of here. Now your credibility is just right out the window.
Oh, okay.
Pacey. All right, so
would you just call me Pacey? That's another teen drama, and fuck you, I'm not Pacey.
We are the Besotted Geek. Check us out on stuff. And take it away, Hobie.
Always a classic. Always a classic.
Yeah, let's just pick one from a couple years ago and give another terrible show another floppy.
Love AJ Kappa. I love him. Next.
Who?
AJ. Could lick butter off his abs.
Well, technically, you can lick butter off of anybody's abs.
Anyways, and enjoy
never,
it.
Ever do that again.
Anyways,
I'll throw this bat head at you.
it's a great bat head. Really like it.
It's the perfect size to throw at you.
It is. I don't know if I like this anymore. Let's go for Best Sports Story of the Year 2021, presented by Pittsburgh Nerd. Keep it in the family in Pittsburgh. And then we got up the Canadian of the Year. Let's take it away, Sean and Ian.
All right. Hey, Ian.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, for those who don't know, we're the Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast. I should probably say that first. That makes more sense than saying, yeah. We suck at this. Anyway, it's that time of year again where, for some ungodly reason, Jason Brigger asks us to, donate our time and effort to their podcast to nominate the biggest sports story of the year. It's a Floppy Awards season.
Sure.
Neither of us are up for one, by the way. Once again, we have been blanked in all categories, which I don't even know what to say. I guess my bribe didn't get there this year.
Par for the course.
Par for the course, exactly. I expect nothing less from people from Cincinnati. So anyway, let's get right to it. The biggest sports stories of this year, of 2021, the year where COVID continued. And the first one I thought of, that I was kind of it's kind of forgotten for some reason, but, early in the year, I think it was January or February, Tiger Woods was in a car crash, a single car crash where the car rolled over and he broke his legs. And he's probably never going to play really competitive golf again. His shot, as slim as it was of tying or beating Nicholson's record for majors, is lost. He's not going to do it now.
Right.
And I think this is a big story because Tiger Woods is probably one of the most dominant athletes ever.
I agree.
He's up there with Jordan. The only other person I could ever compare him to would be Serena Williams.
Okay.
In all honesty, as far as dominating their sport in such a way.
Yeah.
And so it's to me, this is this major tragedy that he's never going to play really competitive golf. I'm sure he'll probably try to trot out there. I'm sure he's probably aiming for a return to the Masters, but it's a shame because at one point he was the most dominant player in his sport.
Right.
The next biggest story of the year was the return of fans to stadiums and ballparks.
Right.
In 2020, fans weren't there, or if they were there, they were there in a very, very small capacity. Most stadiums were at the most at 25% capacity during the 2020 season.
Right.
And, to have fans kind of coming back to the game, especially with the NFL and the NHL. I think Major League Baseball had a lot of, I think around mid-season it kind of took effect with a lot of teams. But by that point, especially here in Pittsburgh, you don't need COVID restrictions at a Pirate game.
Right.
But that's a story for another day. But for most NFL teams, to be able to be at full capacity, NBA arenas, NHL arenas, and especially in sports, especially that, the fans are a big part of the game. Be it for home field advantage, just be it as part of the emotion, the roller coaster that is sports. I think fans are a major part of that, and to have them away from the game took away from it a little bit. It made it a little weird, but to have them come back felt like a return to normalcy in a way.
Yeah, I agree.
Next, I'm going to say would be the Simone Biles saga of her stepping away during the Olympics and for mental health reasons. something I've never seen an athlete do before. Just like say, like, yeah, I'm mentally not here and I can't do that.
Yeah, that was pretty big.
That was. I mean, she was like, she's the greatest of all time in her sport, but she could have cemented that legacy with, like, she was going to win gold medals, individual gold medals, and she said, "Nah, I'm done."
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least is the Aaron Rodgers COVID saga. Where he apparently misled the press about his vaccination status. Right. He gets COVID. He goes on the Pat McAfee show. He says a lot of smart things and he says a lot of dumb things. And, it was one of those things where, like, and I mean, it's kind of funny. It's kind of glossed over because, he comes back and they just keep winning. Right. So it's kind of glossed over a little bit, but I feel like it's one of those things where, like, if he came back and they were losing, like, people would be like, "Oh, it's because he had the COVID. It's because of this." But instead, like, people were kind of like, yeah, we kind of forgot about that already. But it was a big deal. Like for like 2 weeks, it was like everywhere. Like every day was something new about the Aaron Rodgers saga. So,
right.
So those are our four biggest stories, I would say. Which one hit home? I guess which one is, like, do you think is, like, the most earth-shattering of these four? Like, what do you think will be the most remembered for 2021?
I think the Simone Biles thing is probably
I agree.
That's remembered.
I think this is the first time, and, like, I'm of two minds of this. Like, there's a part of me that's like, the old school me that says, yeah, you get out there and you perform, you play. Yeah. You're letting people down. You're either hurt or you're injured. And if you're injured, you can't play. But if you're hurt, you can still get out there and do your job. But there's the other side of me that, like, I'm trying to understand, especially how younger people process. And there's other things too. Like, I understand, like, especially with women's gymnastics, the horror story that has been for many, many years, apparently. And I'm sure, she was somehow I'm pretty sure she was somehow involved with some of that. But, at the same time, like, so, like, there's a part of me that's like, I'm trying to understand that side of it, of the story. Like, I don't know what's going through her head or what or what she's been through, and I can't put myself in her shoes. But the other side of me is like, you suck it up and play, So I think this is, but I do think, like, this is something that I've never seen before: an athlete stepping away, especially from a major competition, for mental health reasons, and I applaud her for it. And I do think, like, this is something that, like, maybe in a way it does become a bit of a norm. Like, maybe the way I think is wrong, but that's the way I was taught. So I guess, like, from a competition standpoint, like, it's more about the purse than it is the personal triumph. I guess it's more about that person than it is the glory. So,
yeah, that's it.
That's it. So there you go. Simone Biles. She's the top story of 2021 in sports. And as I said, we are the Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast. We release new episodes every Monday. You can find it on damn near any podcatcher that's out there. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Just search Pittsburgh Nerd. We're very, very easy to find. And on that note, we will throw it back to you boys at the Hobie Studios.
Peace.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate
they're
you.
Done?
We appreciate their time and effort into it. Even Ian, I guess. But especially you, Sean, you sexy bastard. But thanks, guys. Check them out. They're a fun group. I would say the same thing about Besotted Geek, but he didn't send one in. Anyways, moving on. We know who our favorite podcast in Pittsburgh is. Moving on. It's the big time. Here we go. Canadian of the Year, people. Let's give you some illustrious winners from this. 2014 Nickel from Graphic Novice. 2015, Nickel and El Heno, the first ever joint Canadians of the year. 2016, Nickel, three-time champ.
Back to back to back.
Yes. And then we never heard from him again. Besotted Geek, then El Heno, because Besotted Geek gave it up because of Pezgate.
He didn't give it up. He was stripped of it.
That's true, because of Pezgate. And we gave it to El Heno.
Yes.
Then Scott from the Pop Culture Cafe. There's some tumultuous times because he gave it up too. He couldn't handle the pressure. Genie,
that is a lot of pressure.
It
on
is.
This award.
Genie of Hobie won in 2019. And kind of like COVID last year, and it was kind of a shitty year, we gave it to Jason C. Brown. I mean, Hollywood director to the stars. He really didn't do much with it. So.
But to his benefit, I mean, it was COVID year.
Correct.
There's not much you can do.
He didn't even put it on his IMDb page, though.
He had to wear... Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, Jason C. Brown, we appreciate it, but it's time to turn it over to us. And now, here are the nominees. 8 nominees. First group, Nickel, The Cinema Guys, Scab Jeff, and Dr. Dana. In that group, Scab Jeff won with 38% of the votes.
Yeah, 1 vote for me. I'm in the lead.
Who did that? Boo.
Listeners picked in the second group, Brendan from What Were They Thinking? Doug, number 1 fan. Cheeto, and your dad. Cheeto Bandito. Love Cheeto. He came down to visit us at Sonic Comic Expo, September 23rd through 25th. And 40 going on 14. We all nominated 1 or 2 of these. Doug wins with 40% of the vote. That is a vote for him. Vote for him. So, let me get you some votes here. Everything I learned from movies, pick 2. They did Doug and Dr. Dana. I will say with Dr. Dana, she does have a bribe for us first, but we'll get to that in a second. Brad had The Cinema Guys. Wow, voting for themselves. Doug had himself. That's 3 votes for Doug. Blake, he picked 2. Group 1, Scab Jeff. I don't know if he wrote me a very nice thank you card. Group 2, 40 going on 14. Doug, I feel cheapened, but my bribe was Time Machine segments. Everyone else received a bribe of monetary worth. So he picked 40 going on 14 as his number 1. So sorry, Scab, you don't get a vote.
I don't get a vote?
Nope. Looks like that's what it says, right? Or maybe he voted Scab Jeff and 40 going on 14. What do you think?
I'm thinking it was 2.
I think since you had 2 polls, he was giving a vote
so
for
Scab
each.
Jeff gets a vote. Okay. But if you had to pick, you would pick 40 going on 14.
Definitely.
Nerdly
if it
Out
comes to a tiebreaker.
Nerdly Out Loud threw himself into the ring. He got a vote.
Wanker.
Kevin, since the Explorer, had Dr. Dana and Doug, both public servants during COVID. That's a good one.
Does he get 2 votes?
I guess so. Jim, what do we have for Jim?
Message him.
I just messaged him. He hasn't sent anything back.
I better hurry. Let's see here. Randall Holt. Let's see what we got here.
Didn't you already read that?
No, Randall Holt I didn't read.
Oh.
Randall Holt had Canadian of the Year, Doug overall. He does like Scab Jeff, and he gave Scab Jeff a vote in that one, and Doug, but he wanted Doug overall, so you both get 1. So, as of now, I have Cinema Guys at 1, Scab Jeff at 3, 40 going on 14 at 1, Dr. Dana at 2, and Doug at 5. Woo! Dr. Dana has some good bribes, though. Let's see what she's got. This is the big one.
So I was instructed. Only thing I know about this is that this is a group gift for the entire podcast.
I don't think it's an Ozzy Osbourne stuffed animal because it's not heavy. I mean, it's not light. This is, let's see, we have, Jolly Rancher Gummies.
Ooh.
And they're sour.
Ooh, Jolly Rancher sour gummies. Uh-oh.
That's a good thing.
That might be better than this bag of candy that Doug bought.
Jolly Rancher Gummies original flavors.
Man.
Oh, man.
Oreo Thins lemon flavor. She brought it out. Oreo white chocolate fudge.
Man.
Look at this. Hold on.
Brian, you may have to check your joint account here.
Table toss mini beanbag game, a.k.a.
Mini cornhole.
Mini cornhole. Oh, it's the Bengals. But the Bengals, look at that. That is a bribe. I'll be honest. Miami Town Jeff over there, Scab Jeff didn't bring anything. You would think he would try to bring something. Jen, your wife is a 3-time winner now because she bought a bat.
I feel that my bribes never get anywhere.
You don't know that unless you try.
But I have tried.
I may try harder.
They just weren't as good as other people's bribes.
I will say Dr. Dana was my pick. My pick to get in. Doesn't mean I'm going to vote for her. But whoo, that's some good picks right there. I like the Jolly Rancher.
So that shows right there that she listens.
She does.
We were just talking about last week how
Yeah.
much we all enjoyed the Jolly Ranchers.
I know. That was
And
a
then
tough
she
one.
picked 2 of our favorite Oreos that we...
The white fudge covered.
Yeah.
Oh no! Since I don't listen, is that going to put me?
It doesn't
very
help.
much. That is definitely a hindrance.
Okay, Brian, what's your pick? It's a tough one.
Well, I've been sitting on it, so I got 2 votes here.
Okay. Oh.
Saving the best for last.
I should have voted later. Use my second vote later on. Damn it. What do you got?
So number 1, I gotta go with Doug.
Okay.
Podcast dad.
Uh-huh.
Gotta give it to him. He's a couple of good bribes my way. Really tugging on the Sylvester Stallone strings of my heart.
What am I gonna do? I'm Stallone.
And then I gotta go Dr. Dana.
That's a good call. It's a good call. Tied with Scab Jeff. Scab, you're not even coming in second, possibly. This is a tough call. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing?
Do I get 2 votes?
Yeah,
or
you
am
do.
I not part of?
No, you can. What's your 2 votes? Tough call.
I'll go Doug for both of them.
Oh, look at that. You know, you probably should vote for yourself.
He's read my book. I haven't read it.
Jeff, you could have had it this year.
Man, you could have. Yeah, you really.
Well, who else is going to vote for
Well,
me?
now since Jeff doesn't have a chance of winning,
Jeff
I'm
was
not
over
gonna
here.
Waste my vote
Jeff
on
was.
him.
I'll be honest. I was going to use 2 votes again and vote for you twice and Jeff. Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, I was.
You would not have.
Jeff would have done it.
I do have to say, with Doug, I disapprove of his tactics on running for Canadian of the Year.
Why do you say that?
Because he's running on a platform of Jason sucks.
The anti-Jason campaign.
That's true. That is true.
And that is just mean-spirited and against what Canadian of the Year stands for.
And honestly, he should have just left that up to me so he could have focused on positive things.
Exactly.
And I'll happily carry that bag.
So,
see what I did there, Doug?
Because the mean spirit of his campaign, I can't give him my vote.
Wow.
And besides this wonderful display of bribery from Dr. Dana, she also donated her time to come to the expo and help out when this isn't even the stuff she cares for.
That's true.
She's not a big fan of the comic book culture that we are part of and whatnot, but she still donated her time to help us out. And she's helping sick people and stupid COVID deniers.
Yes.
So my vote, as much as I can give, is going to Dr. Dana.
Okay. So
with a 40 going on 14, I wanted to vote for you, but there was somebody else in the running that I had to throw my vote at.
See, that's how I felt because I was the one that nominated the cinema guys.
Yes.
They never even once sent a bribe my way. They sent nothing my way.
They were trying to work on it, but it didn't get there.
Thanks, Doug.
So I nominated her, and she put up with a lot of assholes during COVID. Well, so did Doug, too, let's be real.
And us.
And us. She volunteered at the expo. She's tremendous. She's nice. She got yelled at by a singer's mom. Singer in quotations. I play a harp. Anyways, so what?
That was probably your best impression.
Thank you. Don't you know who we are? No. Anyways,
I mean, you guys look alike.
Yeah, the creepy guy likes you. Let's see here. I'm going to have to go with Dr. Dana. Dr. Dana. That's a 5 right there. Now, with that being said,
We're waiting on Jim.
I'm just going to call him.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to call him live on the air.
Live on the air.
This doesn't happen all the time, guys.
No, this is breaking news. You know what, Brian? The sad thing is, you could have. If I can spell his name, you could have.
Yeah.
Been up there if you put your 2 votes there. You could have. But no, you had to throw it to Doug. And Dr. Dana might get screwed out of this.
I'd have been tied for second. Oh, wait. Well, only one behind the... Oh, you're right.
We're going to call Jim live on the air here.
Maybe, if he answers.
Can I switch my votes?
Well, probably could do one of them, not both. I could allow one, right?
I can allow him to switch his votes.
Okay.
Depends on what the bribes are. What are you bribing us with to allow this vote
good
switch?
point.
Sexual favors.
Oh, Jim's not available.
You know, Jim's talked about bribes all day. I think he would throw 2 votes for Dr. Dana, to be honest with you.
I think he would.
I think he would.
I do know...
I was surprised he didn't. He wanted to hold off on giving his vote.
I will say, on Saturday, Dr. Dana and the... what's his... the Power Bottom did share a moment...
A shared moment
at Dana Gardens.
Okay.
So I don't know if it was they were talking about this award or what it was, but it looked promising.
I'll be honest. Scab Randall texted me, Doug's daughter, and she wanted Dr. Dana. So I think the worst case scenario, I think we do a split Canadian of the year. What do you say, Jeff?
We can.
Doug does bribe us a lot.
He does, but like I said, it was a mean-spirited.
Yeah,
I mean, if we have to give it to Doug, then I'd rather split it with somebody else.
Okay, Jeff, what do you think? Think that's a good trade?
I don't know. I think that we can find some other random person to call to break the tie.
I don't know. Blake already voted.
He voted for me, didn't he?
This is the okay. Now we just sound bad. This sounds really bad.
Call your wife.
One of the kids.
They're all in bed now. Damn it.
The dog. They hold out 2 things.
Cora, which one do you pick? You're probably good for it. I think we can't take it away from Doug. Doug did a good voting thing. He's at 8. And Dr. Dana bribed us. And I think we have to do a joint one. I think it's a tie. Otherwise, the whole respect of the Floppy Award will collapse otherwise. If we just give it to Dr. Dana.
I will say Doug did throw out bribes, so I can't take that away
Correct.
from him.
Correct.
He did.
And I understand why Brian had to split his vote.
Correct. So is that official? I think we're going.
I still don't understand why he didn't vote for himself.
Well, he's an idiot.
You had a chance.
No, you're done now. Forget it.
I don't think that would have mattered.
You would have had 5. Doug would have had 6. Jeff would have voted for you. That would have been 6. Because he looked at me, and I would have voted for you. That would have been your 7th. You would have won.
I call bullshit.
No. Jeff, would you have voted for him?
No, that is bullshit. I wouldn't have voted for him.
Okay, I'm calling it. Co-Canadians of the Year, Dr. Dana and Doug, number 1 fan. Even though Doug wrote our coattails to get Jody Benson to sing to him, but that's okay.
And the first person to complain about being a loses it.
Oh, look at that.
We have stipulations.
Yes.
I like
You,
it.
you have to graciously accept being a co-Canadian of the Year, or you will lose it, and the other person gets full reign of Canadian of the
So I do have a 12-inch floppy for Canadian of the Year. I could cut it in half.
Long ways?
It's got to be long ways.
Or I found it in the expo bin. I'll be honest, we do have one. We have one left. It's a 12-inch purple one. Double-sided. It is. So it would work.
Double-sided is easy
yeah.
enough to cut in half. But I kind of like cutting it long ways.
You lose the girth.
That's true. You can't lose the girth.
I want you to go home, Brian, with a half floppy.
I mean, I already do.
He's here all week. Congratulations to Doug. He deserves it. He's been with us since the beginning. Congratulations, Dr. Dana. She is a gem. She puts up with you coming out here every week.
And she encourages it.
And she's a gem. She really is. Hey, don't you know who I am? Go fuck off. Anyways.
What?
No, not Doc. That's what they did to Dr. Dana.
Oh.
Don't you know who I am? And she was sweet as anything to them.
Oh, the people at the expo.
Yes.
Is this where the line starts for the Harp Twins? Yeah, like in 3 hours when they come in to play. No, but I want to line up now. Go away, weirdo.
I got 3 questions.
Can I ask a second question?
Nope.
Apparently. Go ahead.
Anyways, thank you, everybody. Scab, thanks for showing up. No floppy this year. You know what, though?
Well, his household won one.
Yeah.
Again,
You know what?
award-winning household.
You know what?
Soon she's going to have as many as Gotham.
I'll be honest. There's a special floppy. Best stepson. Your stepson wins one now, too. Sorry, Tristan wins one. Congratulations.
Wow. Nice.
Because after game night, he thought I was weird. So, you know what? 1 year, Scab, you're going to get it. You've been nominated 24 times. You're going to get it.
I thought it was
It
32.
was 32 earlier.
And then 22. Now you're back up.
Jason can't count.
Next year, vote for yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Reading, spelling, counting.
Here's the other thing. You might want to start a campaign now for next year. So just telling you, 12 months is a good time frame.
I can get Jim on my side.
Oh yeah.
I'll give him a ride.
We can't even
to
get
the
Jim on
office
our
sometime.
side or any side. We don't know what side Jim's on.
He likes when I give him a ride here.
Oh.
I like when you give him a ride here, too.
So
you give me a vote too? I've already got 2 votes.
So, everybody, thanks for listening to us this year. We'll be back again next week for January 2022. That's scary. We'll be doing this 8 years, Jeff.
Does not feel like 8 years.
Yeah.
But then again, the last 2 years felt like 8 years, so...
Yes. Hopefully we'll be back in the studios full-time next year, too, the whole year. Get vaccinated,
As long as Omicron doesn't kill us.
Omicron! Take care of each other. Be nice around the holidays.
Are you doing your Jerry Springer impersonation?
Yes, take care of each other. Be nice to each other.
Yeah, Jason.
Take
your own advice.
Check in on others.
Be nice to people.
Unless they're
like me.
assholes. Be nice to each other. Check in. And thanks for listening. And this has been a Frankie production studio.
Damn you.
Frankie Studios production.
Now he's just mumbling.
I don't like Marvel. Anyways.
I don't think Harrison Ford likes Marvel either.
You find this man. You find him. Anyways, thanks everybody for listening. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. Not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad.